Well, lads, how are you still doing? And welcome back to another Boosh video. And men, women, children, whoever is watching this video, we have a special video today. Do you happen to know, whenever you think of sexy people that come to your mind, whenever you're thinking of buff individuals, the muscliest of men in society, who do you think that comes to your head first? Is it maybe perhaps Bill Clinton? Maybe Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Hulk Hogan? No. Whenever I'm thinking of sexy and muscly, I'm thinking call me crazy. Call me crazy. How are you doing, my good man?
Raw, dude. I just got the biggest pump jack right now. I'm flexing right now.
Yeah, you were at the gym, were you? Just before this recording? You wish?
I wish I went today.
No,
I had my dental appointment actually, so I was like, I can't go.
Oh shit!
I was there for 2 hours, dude. I was there for a while.
Wait, were they straight yanking your teeth out and shit? What happened?
Oh no, I was just getting it clean.
I see.
You're bi-yearly clean.
You've actually reminded me. I need to go to the dentist to get my tooth yanked out again.
Teeth are important, man. Hey, that's how you live longer.
I know.
Keep them clean.
No. I just like yanking them out personally.
Okay, maybe not that part.
I see. Well, yeah, anyways, yeah. So this is calling me crazy. I've mentioned him about 7 times because I'm an absolute fanboy of his content. I mean, I'm not gay, but by fucking god, if Call Me Crazy's in a room with me and I'm alone with him, damn well we're doing stuff.
Hey, that's why the fanfic's there.
Exactly. That's why the fanfic is there. So we're gonna be basically chatting about today. It's gonna be goals and what we kind of have an idea of what we want to do in the future. Because Colin, I'm going to assume, is a very young man. I've forgotten his age. I think he's 50 or something like that. But listen, that's still young. Me myself, I'm about 20, so I've still got a whole life ahead of me, full of good working knees and good working fingers. So, Colin, would you like to give the audience a little insight of who you are and what you do? Because some of them might not fucking.
24-year-old.
You're 24.
I'm 24.
You're nearly dead. Oh my god, you're nearly fucking dead.
You're a little weak.
Holy shit.
You're a baby in my eyes.
What the fuck do you mean, little baby? Hey, listen.
Little baby, you can't even go to the bar.
Whoa. This baby gets around.
Be careful when you go to Florida.
I know. Listen.
Bar, you're gonna get kicked out, buddy.
Hey, when I'm going there, the first thing I'm going to be able to do is shoot a gun. So, joke's on you.
Alright. Yeah. Hi, I'm Calling Me Crazy. I do similar YouTube videos. I got COD commentaries that I do and some old other videos that I did way back in the day when I was a wee little lad, younger than this man, right here, the sexy man next to me.
You were young?
Yeah, I
actually?
Yeah. I made videos in 2016. I was a little lad in high school, just started high school. They're little nostalgia videos for me at this point, but yeah, I have those. I wouldn't recommend watching them. They're so old. But I do Let's Plays now too. I've been getting back into those on my channel recently, playing BioShock Infinite. It's been really fun. And then I've been doing streaming quite a bit this past 2 weeks, so that's what I do over on my channel.
Why do you plan on doing streaming for much do you have the goal of sort of growing your streaming and all that kind of crack, or what is actually your goal? Because I have some goals myself that I've written down, or stuff that I'm trying to work on now, that to benefit me later in the future and stuff like that. What is your goal? Is your goal involving streaming and doing this commentary stuff like myself, or what's the story? What's going on in your head? What do you want to be whenever you grow up, kind of thing?
This was definitely something I've always wanted to come back to, because I had to stop when I was 16. I had to focus on school, and then I go to college, and college is a lot busier, and you get a job, and you're working and doing studying all the time, so I didn't really have time to sit down and make these videos like I wanted to, with the quality that I wanted to do them. So once I graduated, I came back, and I'm like, this is a nice hobby I want to do, and come back to. So I've always had a plan to come back, and it's been nothing but just awesome. I haven't grown crazy much in subscribers or views, but it's been more of growing in the community, meeting a lot of people like you.
Stop you. Oh, you been, I'm blushing. Stop it.
It's been absolutely just more than I thought it was going to be, because I was coming back into it alone basically, and taking inspiration from your boy Jay Schlatt and his
I
weekly Schlatt
fucking
videos that he
love
never
him.
makes anymore.
He,
Maybe once
he's
a year.
Yeah, he's the fucking reason that I'm doing this bullshit as we see here today. You know, having the whole like money making side of things, and then all of a sudden the sort of realistic chatting to side, because I feel like that's actually good to do with like your audience, especially where your audience can actually see who you actually are, like instead of I mean, like I'm kind of myself on both, but here I'm kind of more realistic and actually have genuine opinions like a lot of the time.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
that's what makes it so much more fun to do than I would say like your usual highly edited videos that a lot of other channels do nowadays. It's just raw thoughts. I write down topics all the time, just things that I see from other creators or I see in my daily life or something like that. I'm very personal in my videos. I feel like when it comes to my commentaries, just talking about things I'm interested in, and so it's a good time, and it makes it easy to make that content, and it's relatable. So it's been really nice to go to that and have that as a hobby. I don't know about like the future of it as much as it is now. Probably for the next year or two, I'll just keep it as is. It'll just be a hobby. If ever blows up to be something where I can make money off of it, um, that'd be a nice like side gig. But it probably will never become like a full-time job for me. Like some those really famous people like PewDiePie and like Markiplier and all those guys.
Loaded buggy,
That's their whole career. Yeah, loaded boogie. Wyland makes more money probably off of his videos. But,
I fucking see this channel. What the fuck?
yeah, he'd be pulling in some money, man. Even though he says it's not that much, I'm like, dude, that's more than I make in a week. So
He just
my
wants to be
job.
he just wants to be humble like the rest of us, The rest of us big dogs, of course.
Yeah,
But like,
you gotta have a mindset like that.
but what actually like do you want? Like, say right, put everything aside, right? Put like all the fucking barriers and all that bullshit, right? What actually like is your what do you want to be? You know, like, do you want to have like a company, a business? Like, do you want to have like what would your dreams like? What would your dream be, basically?
Whenever you get to ask this as a kid, like, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah,
Mine has never changed. It's always been an artist, being an artist. I love being an
artist.
artist. I'm just I feel like I'm just such a creative person, and it doesn't have to do with just like strictly like drawing on a piece of paper or doing painting or something. Like videos is like an art, creating videos, doing a form of media content. Um, like a podcast could be artistic. You're doing like theater is artistic. Film, you're doing film. You got
Yeah.
a film major. So, and then I did computer science, and there's a lot of avenues for being creative in computer science. And so that's actually one of my jobs, and I love this job. It's been such a refreshing way to like put all my eggs into like a career that I actually like. Um, and I've been loving it ever since. I mean, I just got off of work, like an hour ago,
Oh, hi,
and
same.
I just had a blast. Me and these kids, we were, I have like a small group on Tuesdays that I work with by myself, and these kids are like a blast. We did like very basic, Scratch programming, making animations, and looking like how to move stuff on a screen and whatnot, and like the reactions they get are like priceless, and just like all the knowledge that they um, gain throughout those lessons is so much fun to like see and like see them progress. And these are like tiny kids. Like these guys are like 5, 6, 7 years old. So really early. It's just such a fun experience to do that. And for the future, I mean, I could see myself working at this job for at least like another year or two. But I've always wanted to do like throughout college, I was really into game development, but like the barrier to entry is like super, super rough. Especially with just like
Yeah.
the whole like computer science field is also just in a bad market at the moment, and it has been
Boy.
for like 2 years. So
Seen all the memes, saying that like they're all gonna be homeless and all that kind of crack.
yeah,
What was I gonna say? It makes me feel slightly uncomfortable now. The fact that you're mentioning that your dream was to be an artist. With all the flirting, with all the flirting back and forth. I feel like I'm not gonna assume what you're doing in your spare time, but God forbid it's gonna be fan fiction between me and your character. Because I mean, Listen, for all I know, there could be fan fiction that you're drawing and you're just not mentioning here on stream, or not even just on
I could
stream, on
be,
video.
maybe on my off time. I've been,
No.
dabbling back
Yeah,
in there.
you,
I said I was on a hiatus,
wait,
but
you've been
secretly it
dabbling?
wasn't.
Fuck you mean you've been dabbling? You've been like making sketches, like with like hearts right next, just saying, "Oh, I love
framework.
this." A frame? Oh, the frame. Oh, that's not so bad then.
Yeah, just some sketches.
So you want to, so your kind of like goal is to be like kind of like an artist, is it?
Just anything that's like artistic in my future, and it really could be anything. I don't mind, kind of like the term like jack of all trades. I feel like I can do a lot of different things, and then kind of focus in on some of them and do them better. I like doing that. I like spreading my, my eggs into different baskets so I can have different streams of income if that happens, or just be like spread my knowledge or wealth of knowledge and
Spread
try
that
to
knowledge.
gain as much,
Yes.
as I can.
Spread that knowledge seeds, everywhere. I feel like my goal, kind of for the future is similar actually enough to you, that they're both kind of in the design. Well, I think that my main sort of dream goal, was to be, big shot YouTuber, going to conventions, going to fucking edit and all this bullshit, meeting this
Man,
person, that person.
Yeah, that's stuff that I would want to do. That'd be awesome. Going to conventions. Meeting
I
people.
know. Yeah, it'd be fucking sick. Like I'm going to a convention now in June over to TwitchCon.
Oh.
I know. I made content. See, that's the thing is, right? Because I'm trying to get, my sort of goal. See, the thing is, I'm a stubborn bastard, right? But if I want something, I'm gonna try and fucking get it. Whether it takes 5 years, 10 years, 30 years, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, I'm not gonna stop this shit. Like, YouTube isn't like my only goal either. Like, I obviously want to get, big, fucking famous, like a child, on YouTube and stuff like that. Make videos. But I also kind of want to do. I think I mentioned like this a couple times. Like, make my wee business. Get funding for that. Make big fat cash. Get a bitch with a fat ass. All the above. Penthouse with blocks of weed and all that kind of shit.
You gotta invite me for like a penthouse party.
Of course I will. Of course I will. Bitches with an ass of over 30 centimeters make it in. That kind of. We're getting
the BBLs.
we're getting the BBLs, the Brazilian butt lifts, all the kinds of asses in there. No, but like in dead seriousness, my goal would be to kind of have a thriving YouTube channel, go to all these places, meet all these people, make a lot of money doing business, production company, But I feel like that takes time. Obviously it takes time, but if you want,
be patient.
yeah, exactly. If you want to go like that, you gotta, fucking work for it, and that's kind of, work. Sickening. Sickening.
Who wants to work?
Yeah, who wants to fucking work? Ugh. And you were saying about, the fact that you also would like to do something as well, would you?
Something as well?
Yeah, like, no, like that as well.
That as well.
Sorry,
I'm
is there like a...
I'm blanking right now.
No, it's okay. I feel like there's like what do you call... Oh shit! No, I don't even know the word. What is the Oh shit! You know the word where it's like both people, they don't know each other's languages. What the fuck is it called? Border bullshit. Whatever the fuck. I don't know. You fucking know what I'm on about, don't you? You know what I'm on about. What? Here, just take it slow. What you were gonna say. Take it slow. What you think? So are you planning to also get big on YouTube,
That's what you mean. Yeah, take it slow. There you go.
Yeah.
Never really planned for it, I think. I'm probably one of very few people that are in our genre or even just on YouTube that doesn't pay attention to the numbers or feel as strongly about numbers, even though I am a numbers guy, like I'm very scientific. Just because I just, it's more of like a hobby. I treat it as like how I draw. It's like I draw for me. I don't draw for anybody else. So whenever I post it, it's just like for my collection or just like for my enjoyment. And I feel the same with videos. It's a little different when you have people watching, like commenting, but it's very like I'm fine with where I'm at, and I enjoy it. If it ever becomes more, I don't think I strive for it to become more, just because like it's kind of like a what's it called, reverse psychology.
Oh,
so,
I
like
see.
if I don't pay attention to it and just keep going and doing what I want, like how I feel about it instead of going purely off of like I want to get famous. It'll just become that. So I'm trying
Yeah.
to psych it out. I'm trying to
I
psych out my own channel.
I feel like whenever you start treating, like your work or like your hobby as something that's like work, like I mean, like to be fair, like all jokes aside, I really do enjoy making videos. I really do enjoy, looking back at it. It's kind of like a memory, looking back and seeing all like the good time you
Yeah,
had doing that thing.
it's good. Yes, it's great
Yeah,
to do that.
the second that it starts becoming a fucking like job doing it, you
Mm.
feel like you don't want to do it, and it's like, oh, how you dread doing it. Then just stop, in my opinion. I mean, just like it's just not your dream then anymore. If that stage, if it's just feeling like work, or even like step
Yeah.
aside for a wee bit out of that scene, until
Yeah,
you
you gotta
feel
be
like,
careful with that. You gotta have
yeah,
like not passion, but it's like an overarching like want. It's because passion is temporary. You can have passion for anything, but as you can see, like throughout life, you have different passions, but you don't usually keep that same passion throughout your entire life unless it's something you really want to do. Then it's just not called passion anymore. It's just something else where it's like purpose. It's like your whole purpose for doing something. And I feel like my purpose is overall to just create and enjoy creating. I love the process. I love the finish, and then going back after some time to look at what I've created. It's just it's a great thing that I value in my life.
like even see for like money and everything. Like, would money be like a main like aspiration? Like, to be fair, like I think for like myself as well,
Mhm.
I would like to live comfortably. I don't think that my goal is like to be a fucking billionaire or millionaire or whatever the crap. If I'm living comfortably, if I don't have to worry about what I'm buying, because I don't have an expensive taste. The only thing that I would say expensive taste would be like equipment for cameras, but that kind of goes back into my hobby and stuff like that. I don't feel like that I'd be like insanely looking to be a millionaire. I would like to be wealthy, but I wouldn't be looking to be like, that's just not my goal. I would just like to be comfortable. Would you be something similar
Yeah.
to that, or would you be like, oh, I want to be a gazillionaire, the next Elon Musk, the next Elon Musk of the fucking commentary community?
Definitely not. Definitely not that. I'm probably the most comfortable with being not poor, but just a
Homeless.
cheap or frugal homeless. No, not homeless. That's way too low. We don't want to go there.
Oh, oh, I
I have
see, I
at
see.
least I'm lucky enough to have parents that if I ever get to that situation, they will let me come back home. So they
Oh,
will not
shit.
let me go homeless.
No, no,
Um,
I'm kind of the same in the moment,
and then
I
yeah, I know a lot of people don't have that, and it sucks. But I don't really. Yeah, I'm like you. I would strive to just be comfortable. I'm kind of comfortable now, but again, I'm also paying for a lot of my student debt, and that's going to take a long time. So I'm not entirely like, oh, I can buy whatever I want and not have like any repercussions. It's like, no, I have to be frugal. I have to not go to the store and buy everything I see in the store, like getting groceries and whatnot.
Hmm.
I have to at least pay attention to it. It would be nice to. I feel like whenever you talk about money, you need to have like a number set, and you
Hi.
keep that number because if you don't, then you're just gonna keep wanting more once you reach a certain goal. Like you're like, okay, I have enough money now. I have no debt. I'm making as much money as possible. Now I just want more. That's kind of bad. We don't like. That's like it's literally the definition of greed.
Oh,
Um,
exactly.
in my mind, my number would probably be like 500,000. If I can reach 500,000 by the time I'm like 40 years old, I mean that's a house, that's a car, and that's probably like enough money I can invest and let it um, come back and what is it like come what is it called?
I'm trying to think of the as well.
Compound.
Um.
That's what it is.
Ah, I
Compound
see.
to like so like all my like returns just keep paying themselves, so then I can just live off of that for the rest of my life. That's
That
kind of
is
like
that
where
is
I'd be. I don't need to be a
ba-
millionaire.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that there, what you said about like half a million, all that kind of crack. Like that
Mm,
would be exactly kind of the thing I'm looking for. Enough to be living comfortably, and you can like have
yeah.
money in the stock market, all that kind of stuff that makes you money over time. Still keep you comfortable. I kind of want to go back to like one point that you said, and you're on about like you know, like the debt and all that kind of stuff. I think I mentioned this like many times in my video before as well. Like that's also one of my other goals as well, would be to pay off like my parents' mortgage and stuff like that. Because like I feel like,
Oh.
yeah, because I mean like if they raised me and they raised me well and all that kind of stuff, like the
Mm,
last I'd want to be they scratch my back, I scratch their back kind of thing. And you're on about that, from college and all that kind of stuff. Because I remember seeing a video like that you were mentioning how much you are. Would that also be a goal? You know, if you were to get that off of your back, would that be like a major milestone for you?
Yeah, that's probably like, at least financially, maybe not always at the forefront of my mind. That's definitely like my next like 5-year plan is to pay that off as quick as I can. At the moment, I'm trying to invest a little bit so I can at least have like a compounding um, piece of money just sitting to the side, and that's just building. But you know, I got my monthly payments I've been doing for a few months now. And they're not bad. Like honestly, like with the amount of money that I have, I thought those payments would be a lot higher, but they're not that
Oh
high.
god. Oh, no,
So I'm thankful for that because they stretch them out pretty far. They're pretty forgiving when it comes to student loans. That's like the easiest type of loan you could pay off. That's why it's like not so bad to like have to pay all that money back because it's like not losing as much as if you were getting like a car loan for, let's say like 20%, 25%. Like that's terrible.
it's like
Like you better pay that
crazy.
off in months. You better pay that off in like weeks, like quick. Um, but like you can stretch out the lifelong loans of student loans because it's meant to be paid over like 10 years, 15 years. Um, Kind of same thing with a mortgage a little bit.
Yeah.
And that would be kind of nice. I mean, I wouldn't mind making enough money to help my parents out. They're still paying their mortgage, even though their house is not that much from when they bought it over 20 years ago. But
Oh Christ.
maybe something like that, or like a nice vacation they don't have to like worry about paying for, or something like that. I do like that idea. I will say, like, if you do have parents and you are feeling that same way, like really strongly, it's also fine to not have to pay them back for anything. You are the kid, like you are the child, so
They
technically
brought
you
me in.
don't owe
They
them.
brought me
Yeah,
in. It's their fault. Their fault.
you don't really own that. You don't owe them anything really, in hindsight. But it is nice to at least do nice things for people that you feel like you want to do for them.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well,
So yeah.
listen, it was an absolute pleasure having you. Do you have any other goals you would like to share? I feel like I've kind of gotten like a good amount of mine off, and the only way that we can really do them goals or start them goals is kind of by starting at the start. Even with like investing, you're saying because I've only started this year as well. The first year's so slow, but I'd say it'll eventually snowball
Oh,
at some rate.
so yeah,
Oh my fucking god!
that's how you do it. Yeah, I guess
Exactly.
I think just like I usually go year by year. So like this year has definitely been like do new things, try new things. So like investing is one I'm really patiently trying out. I'm not trying to jump into it too fast like some people do. So I just don't lose money. And then
Yeah.
YouTube, doing new things on my channel. I've I came back in the middle of last year. I've been doing the same thing over and over. So I'm like, let's do different types of videos. And then different things at my job. We're going to be doing camps over the summer, which will be really fun. It's a lot different from just doing like hour-long lessons. So um, that's kind of like my long-term goal for the whole year. Like, how many new things can I do? So
Yeah,
that's
no, you have a brilliant idea, Colin. And
yeah.
mine would be very similar. Start do as much as you fucking can. Like because I'm also trying to keep some sort of consistency as well this year. But
Mhm.
listen, Colin, you've been very sexy. Your voice has been very soothing this whole time. I can't
Your
promise that
voice
I've.
has been sexy.
Oh, you fucking
You gotta
slag.
add some more
I've been.
chapters of that fanfic, man. It's too short. You
I
gotta add some
fucking
more.
will. Oh fuck! Now you've reminded me. Now I need to add like more. Now I was actually up writing our fan fiction there last night, so it was
I'll
it
put
is
some pictures to it. I'll put it like I'll make a cover.
here you use the art skills and I'll write
Use
it
your
so.
writing skills.
Oh, exactly. Well, listen, if you saw, if you made it this far, you like Colin and you like me, subscribe to me personally. Do that first, right? But before you,
Give him a
leave
subscriber.
me,
I don't need it. Give it to him.
yeah, no, well, that's just sure. Give it to Colin as well. He's starving. He needs it more than I do. I've heard the taxes that come and say otherwise. So I guess we'll see. But listen, thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day. Also, subscribe to Colin. Thank you very much.